Now, entrepreneur Selebogo Molefe started out in the informal sector as a hairdresser before joining his uncle's construction company as a daka boy or a laborer. He eventually got an opportunity to join the corporate world as a learner and soon realized that he was not connected enough to tap into existing business networks. So he started his own. Joining us in studio to tell us more about the hookup dinner and his other business interests is Selebogo Molefe. He is the CEO and founder of Life's Good Global Investments. What a phenomenal story. It's really interesting. But in a quick snapshot, how do you make that transition from being a hairdresser to running your own business by 2004?
I guess they're all interconnected. If you think about it, if you're in the informal sector, majority of people that are in the informal sectors, they're entrepreneurs. They're just operating at a very micro level. And being exposed to the business world in terms of the corporate sector just closed the loop for me, so that by the time I started being a full-time entrepreneur myself, I could just draw from the lessons from back then.
And how did the idea of the hookup dinner come about?
Well, I was just sitting with my wife back then. Two of us, when we were thinking we need a couple of friends to hook up and just discuss business. And next thing we knew, we realized that there was a community of like-minded people that was looking for this type of outlet and energy. And it spread through word of mouth, and before we knew it, we had a couple of chapters that were open through corporate sponsorships, and it's just been rising ever since.
So it's been rising ever since, but let's put the outlook on the table. The next decade, what does the hookup dinner look like then?
We're very ambitious. One of the things that we're really looking at is to tap into the African market holistically. So that's why we're spreading out into other countries like Kenya, Tanzania. Would love to tap into West Africa, and it's just basically about the small people connecting together and giving each other opportunities, trading amongst ourselves, and seeing where we go with that. And would like to see ourselves as a 100 million turnover company in the next 10 years.
And how does one become part of this network?
It's very simple. You just find us on social media, or you tap into our website, which is thehookupdinner.com. You sign up, and then we engage you from there. The big idea for us is to help people that have got ideas and that are starting out to formulate those ideas and make them something sustainable.
Oftentimes we have these conversations after a long journey of struggles and challenges, and we have this conversation of a flourishing company. But if there was one thing that you think perhaps was one of the biggest tests for you as you built this business, what would that be?
Well, majority of those things are personal. So think of issues like procrastination, when you know that you must get that proposal out, or you must do that pitch, and you're fearful, you're thinking, I'm going to get rejected again. And those are the type of things that I constantly look at as things that challenge me along the journey. But having the right network of people around you and the right mentors helps you to overcome that. Yeah.
I'm also picking up from the research from the team that you've been mentored by Bonang Mohale, the chairman of Shell South Africa. Yeah. And mentorship has become quite a buzzword in South Africa. From that relationship, has there been anything or that's come through a conversation that you feel has had a fundamental impact on how you've built the business?
Actually, he was my boss at Drake & Skull back then when I was in corporate. And he gave me that one chance that I needed to prove myself. And that's what a mentor should do. A mentor should give you a break, not constantly coach you and tell you what to do, but they should give you that opportunity and see what you do with it. And he said something quite critical to me back then, and he constantly says it. He said you must produce embarrassingly good results, you know. And secondly, he was always about keep your head on numbers and your heart on people, and you'll never go wrong. And we're seeing the impact in our network just by applying some of those lessons.
Embarrassingly good numbers. If you keep producing them, then you're on the right track. That's a very big thank you to Selebogo Molefe for sharing his story. He is, of course, the CEO and founder of Life's Good Global Investments. We're going to take a short break now, but when we come back, we're going to be taking a look at the ever-changing world of technology. Do stay tuned.